Years ago, I had this really profound experience in my life. We, as a family, went to live in the jungle in Costa Rica for 6 months, which was just stunning and beautiful. And our son, at the time he was 7, went to a democratic school, nestled in the middle of the jungle. He spent most of his time observing ants, right, and just living a really free-range life. And we saw him absolutely transform. It took a matter of weeks in this school, in this natural environment, before his shoulders was back and he was speaking in a far more confident way. He was looking adults in the eyes. And I just learned so much. I learned that kids often can learn to read and write of their own accord without being taught in those environments, and they create these real equal, respectful relationships with adults. It was just absolutely stunning, and it's formed my understanding of human beings and adults at work since, which is to say that for most of us, we've not grown up in those environments where we have huge amounts of autonomy and freedom and creativity. And the one thing that I really saw in all these children who are growing up in this kind of wild way was that they tapped into their intrinsic motivation. It's as if there was this different kind of fuel or something where they would open up and grow and learn at this incredible rate. And they seem to have a maturity beyond kids or even adults that I've often met since. And it really has reframed or reshaped my understanding of people. And the sadness I see is that for a lot of us adults, we simply didn't grow up in those kinds of environments. And so then when we are adults at work, we haven't actually grown up with that amount of autonomy. And so we're actually always beholden to extrinsic motivations, to behaviorism in some sense. We're incentivized by status or money or external factors. And I think if we can build organizations that function much like that school in the jungle did, what we're able to do is to tap into everybody's intrinsic motivation. And that is a form of passion, of curiosity, of engagement, to use a business term, at work, that organizations can benefit from hugely, become more innovative, become more collaborative. But it really is, to me, dependent on our ability to create the schools for adults that we never had as children. And those are schools where we're able to use our intrinsic motivation and our creativity and our curiosity to do the work of our lives, really. And building organizations premised upon that really gets me going. That's the kind of organization I want to see more and more of in the world, because humans will flourish as well as the work itself.